I feel good today. Ooh. This is for my royalty supporters. This is for my royalty supporters. We see the Jack crashing out, right? He crashing out. He crashing out. OMG. And it's just weird to me because it's like they love to call people, the younger people love to call people old, but then CJ, the old guy, just taught you how to play the game. Period. Point blank. Like you're trying to be with his baby mama, CJ on 32's baby mama. Then he turns around and he shows you exactly how to do it. He don't have to sleep with anybody. He bring women together. He's bringing women together. Royalty and um, what is that girl name? Cause in a way, you be still like, you know, cause so long that what is that girl's name? Lord, I can't I can't remember her name. Well, is one of CJ So Cool's ex. And when it comes back to me, I will say her name. But, only person that's really relevant to me is Royalty because, Royalty never had anything against these women. These women came up against her for on the off of the benefits of CJ So Cool. So he thought he was really doing something. You baby mama, CJ on 32's baby mama, but that is hilarious to me. That is so hilarious to me that he did something like that. Like, oh boy, don't think. CJ So Cool. He just doesn't think. He just do. He just. It's like he just don't care. Like, it's so much going on. You got this with CJ, which CJ always starts to miss, and then when someone finishes it, he he gets upset. He gets mad. He wants revenge. You can't handle it. You love to call people old. Talking about CJ on 32's is like 50 years old. No, no, he's not. First of all, it's like CJ said. CJ on 32 said that he is 44 years old and he would like to live to see surpass 50. But that just shows how wise CJ on 32's is. Literally, um CJ So Cool gets on the internet with a whole bunch of nonsense. Like people are getting tired of his bull crap. You do something like that that is very serious when you go after somebody's baby mama just because your baby mama is cool, still cool with the same ones that were when y'all were in a relationship. Royalty is still cool with him. So that says a lot right there that the common denominator is you, CJ. You are the problem. You are the problem. You are the one that continuously on starting stuff with everybody. And then when they retaliate back at you, um, you don't like it. And that's not fair because you if you are able to dish it, you got to be able to take it too. You can't just sit up there and just be like, oh, they're not going to do anything about it. You, first of all, you want more content because you have no content. you know, and you can't use the kids in royalty like you used to, because it hasn't. They haven't been putting anything out because they've been working behind the scenes. Working royalty's been working hard behind the scenes and doing her interviews and making her money, making her bag, and it's just crazy to me. CJ So Cool is a hater, man. He is a full blown hater. It's crazy to me. You know, you get on here. Oh, the way he was talking, you could tell he was so mad, so mad. And CJ on 32s, he's just laughing, and I would too. That was one of the highlights of my day, seeing CJ So Cool. Yeah. It's like something royalty supporters been waiting for seriously, because somebody needs to you need to be broken down, bro. Like CJ needs to be broken down. So CJ on 32 flew. Yeah, her name is Tata. Top flew Tata out and royalty out, and Tata really, and royalty welcome with open arms. Like, I never had anything against you. You got to realize Tata is like, what, she's like 20 something, and she's like a child to royalty. So why would royalty be upset with a child for that long? You know what I'm saying? And Tata was like, she thought royalty hate her. Why would she hate her? Why would she hate you, Tata? That is, I mean, she has bigger fish to fry to deal with. She got her kids she have to stay focused on, and that's not the main focus. And when royalty said your name and talked about you, she didn't bash you, you know. But the thing is, that's what CJ wanted them to come over there to do with royalty. What he felt like would be make royalty jealous, but it was the end. Royalty didn't want him anymore. She didn't want to deal with him no more. It's just so much going on the internet with and also with the Neek and King situation, Lena. I'm just like, seeing this stuff going on back and forth. It's a whole bunch of drama. Whole bunch. I'm gonna get into the Neek King and what I think about it, but for my girl royalty and the royalty supporters, that was the highlight of my day. I love to see him in a frenzy. I love to see CJ in a frenzy. Like, you sitting up there talking all fast, and he just got you, didn't he, CJ? You didn't like it? Oh, pose, stink. You'll be all right. But you're the problem, sir. You're the problem. And I don't think he care. I think he just want content. And then they said that the other baby mama, the irrelevant baby mama, was the one that told him that um royalty flew out see CJ, basically in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I think, well, a lot of people probably don't even like the other baby mama in Chicago or Indiana, for her to be saying anything. I just think that was on point what CJ on 32s did. You bring women together and work and make a bag together. What that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to sit up there and keep women beefing. You can learn a thing or two from the old school wisdom, the wise CJ. So cool. You can learn it too. You just stay in the house being messy and can't find your own content to save your life, because your own content is boring. Don't nobody want to deal with it. It's not getting enough views. So you can say what you want to say about me, but if you did all this by yourself, why your views ain't the same as when that family was there? I just feel like you need to grow up, you know, just as well as everyone on his side sits up there. You're going straight to hell with him sitting up there sticking up for this man in his wrong, which is not cool. You're sticking up for CJ in his wrong, and you know he's wrong. And then he had the nerve to say that he got with his baby mama just to, basically get information on CJ on 32s. That's, dude, you are a hater. You are a hater. You are a hater. You can dish it, but you can't handle it. About to crash out, loco. About to crash out and go loco. I bet you really want to find him now. And royalty, you said you ain't. She said, I ain't here starting it or nothing like that. Well, that, you gotta be there for it. Let me tell you something. Stop sparing him. I think it's like what I say about the Neek and King situation. Y'all keep sparing these men when they don't give a damn about what they do to you. Stop sparing him. Each and all y'all, stop sparing him because you know he can't keep doing it. This is why he keep doing this stuff because you keep sparing him. And I'm glad CJ on 32s did something like that. Brought y'all together because he had y'all totally like, and I don't see how anybody can really believe CJ so cool, but you only can believe the words that come out of people's mouth. But I wouldn't believe CJ so cool. I know he would be full of, shit. So I wouldn't believe him, so Tata, I guess she believed him over the woman, but now she sees and meets royalty. Royalty is nothing like what she thought she would be, which she should have never thought anything about royalty not knowing her. No matter what he said, I would just say I just did it for the money. That's it. Instead of like, yeah, I believe everything he said when he said this. Da, 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 da. No, you have to you have to meet someone for yourself. You can't just sit up there and just you can't just believe what people say. You can't believe what people say about. I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody keep calling. Yeah. Um. That's crazy. But Royalty and Tata. That was awesome. That was a play for CJ on 32 to do. Yeah, that was awesome, man. Like, you do something wrong to me, and then I'm going to show you how to do it. CJ, so cool. You can learn a thing or two from CJ on 32s. And I don't care how much you say you helped him. You couldn't put in the work for him though. He had to use his body, his energy, and what he know. Because anybody can introduce somebody to the internet. Okay, there it go, right there. That little red, mash that little red button with the little arrow in it. Like, stop acting like you made CJ on third too because you didn't. You're very jealous, a very jealous, envious hearted person. Um and I laugh at you. I really do. I laugh at you, and for all the pain that you put other people through, it's gonna come 10 times worse to you because you're not trying to stop. You're trying to continue on, and whoever else accepts that, accepts what you're doing is wrong, and that that goes for your child too. That understands what she's doing, because y'all clearly explain, you could tell y'all clearly explain how this young girl, but when she get older, I'm telling you, when she get older and she go and she realize what y'all are doing, because y'all really messing up. CJ's really messing up his daughter Kamar. He's really messing her up mentally. He's really, and so is the mom. The mom is mentally messed up. She's no help in the occasion. She's for the money. She's for the money. Whatever. Cause I seen the video when they was watching the fight. Look, let me tell you something. I know a fight when I see one. It's plenty of them we done seen in our life. That wasn't no fight. For her to think that, and him to CJ so cool to think that that was a fight. That wasn't a fight. That wasn't a fight. You know what I'm saying? And for her to think she won something, like, come on, CJ, you gotta stop baiting that girl head up. And she loving it. She love you baiting her head up. She's sitting up there telling you that you're saying that the twins were in the car, and she's sitting up there telling you no, the twins weren't in the car. It was just Jalea and um this Leon. And you know what? They came with their mom because they know how envious that you all can be. They know how envious that you all could be towards royalty. Because let's be clear, the baby mama don't know royalty for real. If she really would have got to know royalty, she would get along with royalty. But instead, she chose to be against royalty because of CJ and a couple of other people. The same way with old girl Lexi. She's just doing this for CJ being a dummy. She's worse than that. And he's sitting up there acting like she the prize, but ain't she like a streetwalker too? You talking about your baby mama, and you talking about your ex-girlfriend, but you got a whole WHORE sitting right there next to you. Just because you feel like she's the better WHORE don't make her better than them. Neither one of them girls, I don't see royalty, or I don't see that they're, you know, whores. I don't see that in them. But I do see that in Lexi. I do see that in Lexi. And I think you don't care because she brings more people in. You know, uh, she's like allegedly on that scamming level, just like you are, CJ. But you can't call nobody names when you sitting over there with the Grinch. You cannot call no woman no name. But I want Royalty to stop showing him grace. Continue on moving, and doing what you gotta do. Stop showing him grace. He don't deserve that. He don't deserve no grace. I would never give him grace. I would have him hiding in the corner, about to go to a psych ward for all the stuff that he have put y'all through. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not just thinking about self here. You're thinking about what he put the kids through, or what he could put the twins through or be traumatizing the twins over there. You talk about their mama right in front of them. You know what I'm saying? They mama, they brother, they sisters. You know, and that's not cool. You try to turn them against their family that helps take care of them. Don't get mad because you don't have anybody to help take care of them when you're over there. You got to pay somebody. You're always having to pay somebody to help with the kids. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Actually put the work in and be a good dad. I can see through all that fake good dad stuff with what you're doing. All that fake good dad stuff that you doing. I ain't fooled by it. Man, you better not ever come here and tell me he's a good dad. No, he's not. You're not a good dad when you're sitting up there bashing your freaking the mother of your children. Like when he was in the relationship with Royalty and he was bashing uh the other baby mama, that was all on him. That's what he did. He kept doing that himself. Nobody sat up there and told him, and she did it herself too because she kept sleeping with him behind Royalty's back. Both of them sleeping with each other, and that's the type of karma you get. Ain't no good karma gonna come to them. I don't. They think that they come out, speak ill, or do things behind closed doors. That stuff won't be brought to light, but it does. It does. But like I said, Royalty need to stop um sparing him and any of those people over there because it's not fair to her that they in the kids that they can continue on bashing them and bashing their name when they're trying to make money. This woman has your twins. Why would you want to bash her and continue on starting things with her on the internet? Leave that shit alone. She trying to make money and do what she got to do with her family. You're no longer family. You know, I don't want, who wants a family member like CJ? I don't. You're my child's father, a children's father. That's it. I don't want to see you. I don't want to deal with you. I just want my children. Somebody talk for me and get my children and go on by my business. Go on by my business. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust CJ. I don't trust his mom. I don't trust his brother and the brother's wife. And I don't trust Lexi. I don't trust neither one of them. It's like, why did you bring Lexi back? Because I ain't finna bring nobody back that sat up there and pull my child arm like that. On, like, ridiculous. It's different. You sit up here as parents and you make mistakes and do things like that, but to have someone that did something like that on camera, you know, almost speaking to you, like telling you, like, this is what I do to your child, I would seriously, man, Lexi, hey, bro, say you better than me. You're better than me. But stop showing that little boy, that little man child grace because he don't deserve it. You know, um, things is up for you. He don't like it. He never did. He always knew who the prize was. That's what a narcissistic person does. They already know that you're the prize before you even know that you're the prize. While you're steady loving them, they're steady making plans and on how they can make everything their own. And he did exactly that. Try to make everything on. And look how he falls. Look how he falls. Every time CJ think he got game, he don't. People is just sparing you, CJ. They don't. You're a little kid. You're talking about, he's 50 years old, but dude, this guy will play circles around you. They're just trying to spare your feelings because they know something is wrong with you, but it will play circles around you. Those years mean something. Why you talking about it? You're the one that's behind. He's ahead. Royalties ahead. She's sparing you because something is really wrong with you. You need help. You and everybody that's behind you accepting this bullcrap. But yeah, stop sparing him. Royalty, stop sparing him because it's hilarious to see him crash out. It really is. It's hilarious. I don't like him. Never liked him. Never will like him because you don't know what you're gonna get with this guy. But one thing that you do know is gonna be toxic. It's gonna be messy. He can't just like come down to earth, idiot. Come down to earth and face realization that you're a pure idiot, that you need help. I don't care. It's people um that have mental issues that need help that I would truly help. But you don't want no help. You want to continue on. You think you're smarter than everyone. But people I can literally break you down to the point where you crush it out so bad, like you've been hurt yourself. And I don't, and that's how they feel. I don't want to do that to him because I will go hard on him. But you're a child. You are a child. You play childish games that nobody have time for. But when this stuff gets real, you ain't gonna like it. Stop saying what you would do to somebody, cause you've hurt enough people for them to know like you're dangerous. We're gonna get you before you get us. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting up there, yeah, you laughing at the stuff that you do, but karma is real. Karma is real. I like them track house too. That CJ on Thursday. That boy, I know he be doing his thing. I watched that video yesterday too that he came out with. Like CJ on 32s is a good dude. You know what he do in his personal life, that's him. With his women or whatever type of women he may have, that's on him. But CJ, you are the one that brings what you do, the horse that you have forward. You know what I'm saying? Like Lexi, like we don't want to see her turkey dick ass. I don't nobody like her for real. Like I hear people now. Y'all need to stop lying to this man talking about that girl is the best thing he ever had in them comments. Like y'all, these people gotta stop lying to this guy. This is why he thinks he can do all this stuff. Tell that motherfucker the truth. Stop lying to him. That he is a punk. That he acts like a female. That he needs help. Period. Like, don't keep telling him like, I love me some Lexi. Y'all stop. Because you realistically, y'all know the next move. Another breakup prank and talking. All this stuff is repetitive. He's gonna keep doing the same thing. Y'all are seeing it, and come to think of it, if you hear his coming saying some bull crap like, she's the best thing that happened to him. y'all are delusional right along with him. I look at those comments and he keeps those type of comments up, so it can feed his little delusional head. And because his brain about this small, he's a child. He's a child. He's not an adult with children. He's not an adult. He just has children. It, I don't. Oh, child. Like I don't get it. He is a problem for the society. They don't need to let up loose because something is serious wrong with him. But it's always somebody out there for you, CJ, to you think you're bad, it's always someone better. And I feel like CJ on 32s is he's sparing you. He's sparing you. Cause I feel like you know what you be doing. And CJ on 32 is like, man, you were too weak for me. Like literally, I'ma feel like I'm fighting a child with the type of mentality that CJ so cool got. It's like a child. Like I couldn't deal with that each and every day. Like you got the little Q&A or whatever it was with Lexi. Lexi, she looks a mess. She look like she been seriously walking the script for real. You like she's been doing it in or being apart from you, and I feel like allegedly, I feel like he uses her body, just uses her like a rag doll. Like, but also when I look at her, it seems like she likes being used like that, and it's sad that very insecure girl, little girl. She's a very insecure little girl. They between Lexi and the other baby mama, they like to be used. It's crazy. It's almost like a play to them. It's like an act to them. This shit ain't fun. He has captured you in his little play that he got going on. Like, it's sickening. It's sickening. And y'all just sit up there, they just fall for it. I'ma pay you this. This man is does not have of the money to keep handing out to you guys, and y'all gonna ride till the wheels fall off because of a hatred for one female. One female. He wants to get back. He can't reach out and touch so bad. Y'all continue on. Y'all continue on. You gonna find yourself underneath the jail or in the grave if y'all keep messing with this family and keep trying to mess with royalty. Cause see, the other baby mama already thinks she bad. Like she won something, like she won the prize, get mad because CJ, which he was not the one that gave royalty. Listen, I'ma need the other baby mama to understand that she was never CJ's. CJ was cheating on you before royalty. Why didn't you go with after the other girls like you go after royalty? Because you were still sleeping with him while you were with royalty. You got those feelings, and CJ's promising you things, but how does that end up on royalty though? The little idiot baby mama don't think about nothing. She don't think about it. And I'ma just be honest. I just pray that Tata is really genuine about what she's doing, and because royalty is really genuine about, like, girl, I never did this like you. You know, I just pray that Tata is being real. I would want to know so much, but you know, if you being real, Tata, and real genuine with royalty, we, give royalty those answers that she need, because he's crashing out, and he's crashing out for a reason, because he didn't told you some stuff, he didn't told Lexi some stuff, the other baby mama some stuff, and those other girls got away from him like quick. They like, I'm not finna deal with this. I'm not uh finna be a part of this. I don't even know this lady. These people, some of these women, they live their life they self. They have their own business. They do their thing they self. They don't need CJ. They don't like royalty. She don't need CJ. She doing her thing. But yeah, for one, all these people that CJ so cool goes after, stop sparing him. Hey, uh, he got to learn. Just like we say, children, our children have to learn. He got to learn because he got a child's mind. He got to learn how it is to be treated like how he treat others. He don't know how to stop for that. He don't know how to stop if you keep trying to be silent, trying to be nice. You're trying to be nice. Meanwhile, he's gonna continue on doing it. He's gonna, cause he's a narcissist. Okay, he's gonna continue on doing it. So you know, find your way where you won't get in trouble. Where you get back is a mug. Get back is a mug, and let him see it. Show him some entertainment, because he loves to get on here and he loves to bash. Always being in the house, don't go out, do nothing, just going psycho in the house. Just he gotta stay in the house. Nobody want them demons that he got on him. Stop sparing this dude. Actually get down to business and handle this dude, because he thinks he's the smartest one. he if he thinks he's the smartest one, oh my god. Okay, stop sparing him. And we on the lookout with you, Tata. Our girl, we support royalty real big, but we still have to look at that you were deep off and bashing her and saying things about her. I really think Tata is a good person, but in any situation like this, you always, you know, you have to pay attention, because you don't know people's motives. But Royalty has no reason to be against you. You saying that you thought she hated you. No, 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 no. Because everybody knows you're gonna see the light one day. When it comes to CJ So Cool, you're gonna see the light. But she's young. But it's a lot of smart young kids these days, and getting yourself in situations like that with CJ So Cool, your mom should have taught you better, because he's not a good dude. He's not a good dude. Yes, you make your own decisions. You are grown, but at the same time, no, that is not the guy. Tata is so beautiful. Royalty is so beautiful. I love the interaction with them two on the CJ on 32's video, and I just love the reaction. I love when Royalty gave her a hug. It made me so warm, because y'all really have no beef. It should have never ever ever been that way. And Tata probably like the CJ So Cool a lot. The reason why she did a lot, but you baby, you gotta be smarter than that. He ain't where it's at. CJ So Cool is not where it's at. He's not a good person, and I don't even think he knows how to be a good person. He's not making as much money either as he used to, because so more it comes in, it goes out. You know, so but I do wish Royalty and her family and them but the best, and I continue on praying for them. that they go up, 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 you know? But I'm still laughing at you, CJ. So cool because, hey, it's time for you to get treated like you treat others. You're not a good person. And that's all I got to say about that. Stop showing him compassion. He needs. Those are one of those people that needs to be treated like how they treat others. And he's not a good person. He don't treat people good. Just make sure you don't get hurt in this situation. Don't make sure you don't get in trouble in this situation. Make it all in back up on him. Since he want to bash people, people can really go in on CJ So Cool, and I can tell they can really go in on CJ So Cool, but they spare him. Stop sparing him. But anyway, I want to just a little bit for a little while, just because then I'm finna get off here. Speak on the Neek, Neek's mom, Cindy, King, and his fiance, Lena. This is one big mess. That's one big mess. But let me tell you something. You could tell that Neek's baby father, King, um, Neek needs to stop sparing him. I feel like Neek is spoiling him. And I'm not just saying like any of this because Neek is a big influencer. She really is. But from what I see, Neek does have a big heart. And I see King, with a woman that's his fiance, not his wife yet. Um, because a lot of times people throw up that wife, you got this many baby daddies and stuff like that. Girl, we don't know your life story. Let me tell you. Okay, stop talking about people, and not everybody wants to be married because of their own reasons. But look, we're all still human whether we're married or not. So to sit up there and try to make that, because I remember her saying something about Deja and her baby daddy. He don't even have to speak. He take care of his kids. Deja can take care of all of them. Like seriously, these folks got money, and she knows when it's time to leave. But will you know, Lena? I feel like Deja is smart enough to know when it's time to go. But do you know? Because first of all, I wouldn't even be on here going back and forth with nobody's child's mother. Because I don't feel like it's a different baby mama and child's mother. Because child's mother, they are there for their children. They, no matter what the guy doing, what he's saying, they are there and still having a good heart at the same time. But a baby mama causes a lot of drama. She causes a lot of drama. And, I would sit up there and say it was more Lena causing a lot of drama than Neek because all Neek simply was talking about. Because it's like they just can't get it. Just like, why you ain't been let me speak to my child? you know, it's been what she said, 2 to 3 days, and then what she said about Lena, you can't say anything to your man to get him to let me speak. It's like a woman thing, like supposed to be an understanding, but when you have so much hate in your heart for people, yeah, you love the drama, and I feel like Lena and King, they're dragging it because they need the views, and they know that's where the views come in at. They need that money. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak on exactly what went wrong with Lena, why she did the GoFundMe, but this is the only thing that I'm gonna say about that. How does somebody that needs someone else have so much mouth like that? That's embarrassing. You have a whole guy on your side that you say, that's my that's my husband. No, he's your fiance, first of all. But how do you have somebody on your side and you need $9,000? But you have to come to the internet for that, and you're bashing people on the internet that does commentary. Why are you bashing them? Daisha can do her commentary. Neat can feel her type of way. Miss Cindy can feel her type of way too. Because she's the grandmother. I be doggone. I'm more like, me and my husband, we have to do it on our own. The grandparents are not, they in the picture, but they don't help like grandparents used to help like when we was younger. Grandparents used to be there, just like Miss Cindy. Miss Cindy loves her grandchild like as if he's her own, you know. So I just feel like they're jealous of what Neek has. And she has a strong support system, and they don't. You know what I'm saying? They mad because they have Neek has people to have her back. They want Neek to be out there struggling. Excuse me. But that's not gonna happen. Her child is not gonna struggle. She is not gonna struggle. Her mama's not gonna let that happen. She has family out there, that's gonna help her. And I think Lena is very jealous of that. You know, that she has to do things, on her own, but Lena steps in her own way, and you're blocking people that really wants to help you, because I'm hearing that like Lane won't even let King's mom see the kids. Like, okay, you know, I mean, you ain't give it a try. You ain't even think about it. Do you think you're better than them? What is it, King? Step up. Why would you let that happen? Why would you even allow that to happen? It's almost like, what did you say to her, to Lena, to make her feel a way about your family, about your mom? Because ain't no way it just floats like that when if you're not involved in it too. Because you got to grow a backbone when it comes to her, because she thinks she's the smartest one in the room between you and her. And the only person I've been hearing for real talking is Lena. And they just been saying some crazy stuff, some dumb stuff. You get King, he comes on there and you just like, what is he talking about? He just yapping for nothing, just yapping. You like, what is he talking about? You don't make any sense. Like, talk about the fight between him and Bacon, Mr. Bacon, and Nick's boyfriend. It just gets to me because he really don't speak much. So he really does have to be upset because y'all keep coming at Nick and you think she's supposed to be out there alone, standing up for herself. Meanwhile, y'all two double team her and get the views. You have the sun down where where you at. You had your son, okay? Every day I'm seeing a video. Y'all is collecting money off this child. Keep the children out of get your little children in the picture, but they won't be making money. Why does he have to work? That is your job, King, to work for your family. That's his siblings. Y'all, you're not they're not. He shouldn't be working to put food on y'all table. That money should be going in his pocket, because that's not the permanent household that he lives in. It's only him at his mother's house, you know, and he's well taken care of. And from the look of it, Neek's boyfriend, he is. He looks out too. He's there for him too. I don't understand this whole beef with Lena. She's talking way more than the dad. Why can't she keep her mouth shut or somebody can shut it for her? That's because she talks too much. When I see her, and then Neek gave money to your GoFundMe for you, it's like this girl hates Neek. She's very envious of Neek. And King is too. You're not making money with the girl you're with. You have to work harder and harder with the girl you with. When it came naturally when it was you and Neek. Okay? It came naturally. I mean, this she don't know what to do. Lady don't know what to do but to get on here and talk shit and start drama. Cause she don't know what to do. She just likes being a problem. She's an attention seeker. You're talking about people when girl, you look like you need so much help inside and out, Lena. Neek, all I see her enjoying herself, and who has her child, her mother can have her child because her mother understands everything, how she has to work. And if you're a YouTuber, just because y'all ain't got the game like that, don't means that just because y'all don't understand the concept of it, you're not gonna get far when you have an envious and hateful heart. Lena and King, you're not gonna get far. And God forbid, Lena, he do you like he's doing Neek. All Neek try to get you to understand is just answer the phone. But y'all start going into other things, and it just didn't make any sense. When it was about the child, it wasn't about y'all. It was about me speaking to my child in a whole nother country. Like, what don't you understand? And then you supposed to pay my way there and back. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta come get them, ain't no way. You would have had to bring them back. But that's where I think Lena and King plan started. That's where, to get content, to start a whole bunch of drama, is where when he told Neek that she had to come get him. That's where I think their whole plan started. They plotted. I feel like Lena and King plotted this. That's what I feel like. And then get her upset like that. And she's just an idiot. You sitting up here feeling sorry for this guy, and when you see somebody covering up that much for a person, and you not trying to tell him to do the right thing, you can sit on here and be like, I'm engaged, baby. I got a ring, and you can say all that, but you can't tell this man when he's wrong. You can't even own up to your wrong. Take no accountability for the things that you done, Lena, King. You're narcissists. Both of you. Both of you. And that little boy loves his dad. He loves being around y'all. But y'all have some evil, evil motives. Evil motives when it comes to that child. Let's see how many y'all had to keep the drama going because now the child is not there. You wanted to carry on when he got back in America, and now the child is not there. Let's see how many views you get. Let's see when you stop talking about Neek. her mom, her mama. That's why I'm so glad Meek's boyfriend came and he was like, "It's been a month and a half. Y'all still," because they were trying to get views. They was trying to make money. You're sitting up there continuously talking about this situation because they were trying to make money. They was trying to make money off Nick's son too. Lena, where you be having your kids at? Because I don't see them all the time. They in and they out the camera. If you so much of a mother like it, those girls have combs sometimes. Like, actually do something. You don't give strike me is you something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. You have more time to focus on what's going on in Neek's life and responding. You got 2 kids by this guy. He's sitting up there playing in the street on a bike. You're sitting up there making commentary about what somebody's saying about you. You're only hurting your own feelings because they're gonna continue on speak on you, girl. You're on the internet, and when you say something, your words carry that it's long, and they're gonna talk about it, and not everybody's gonna agree with you, and I don't agree with you. I think Deja's right about what she say. I think, and you try to talk about Deja's and Ty's daughter's hair and stuff like that, which you out of line because they said nothing about your children. Well, Deja did not say anything about your children. Okay, that's not cool. That's not cool. And you're gonna get backlash for that. Another thing she's trying to start. You know what I'm saying? You want to leave it leak, you got to leave it alone because Mr. Man just stepped in and said it don't make no sense how long y'all been sitting up here going back and forth. It didn't. Now you go on to Deja, and I know Deja may not pay. She's not gonna pay her dust. She is gonna say something about it, but somehow they just need to just say something and move past it and have other content because and don't let that be her main content. You know what I'm saying? Because Deja know what she got. Um, Deja know who she is. This girl is still finding herself. Lena is still finding herself. She don't know who she is, and in the midst of that, she is a jealous type person, which is not gonna get her far. It's not gonna get them far because they're jealous hearted. They're jealous hearted and envious. Want to be others. Have their life, have the money they have, but they had to put the work in, not off the back of others like King and Lena is doing. Nick ain't signed up to take care of y'all. So why do y'all keep it going? You know? First of all, I think Nick, she got to stop showing King so much grace. I think y'all let him get away with a lot. I do think that it needs to be like she do need to get full custody because they are using him every time he comes out there. It's so many videos that come out over and over again. Everybody got their camera out for one page to another, and they know what they be doing. They know Neek would not like it. They know the grandmother would not like it. And especially, just think about if you're not answering your phone for me and let me talk to my child for 2 to 3 days, but you're putting out videos. What would you do? Any mama would be upset. Any real mother would be upset if I'm not able to talk to my child 2 to 3 days and they're in a whole nother country. And you getting mad because I said something on the internet. I'm not finna stop what I'm saying because of you. I'm not finna stop. Because see, people like Lena and King, they want things to stay behind the scenes so that they can try to make you look like a fool. You do the right thing, but Then meanwhile, they continue on doing the wrong thing and try to make you look like a fool. And then as soon as but a person gets tired of that. And this is why this stuff is going on, because now I gotta show receipts because you bully me behind the scene. You want me not to do this and not to say that. Don't go on there bashing. But at the end of the day, it's gonna happen because Lena really don't. Too many people like Lena. They're still mad at, and I'm not saying me, but they're still mad at Nick and King ain't together. Some of them. They don't do her boyfriend like that now because he don't talk like Lena do. He don't insert himself, but when he insert himself, one thing about it, when a man speaks, you listen. You hear it. When King speak, you don't hear nothing but a whole bunch of bull crap. But when Nick's boyfriend spoke and said what he said, be like, okay, the real king has entered the room. It's time to stop this mess and let it be done. That's a real man. He said, I pay for my baby mama. I pay for my children to give to for my baby mama just to bring them back and forth. That's what I do. You would think you have the common sense to do that when you were the one that wanted him to come to Thailand, the child to come to Thailand, and you should bring him back. And just like they said, he switched up as soon as he got older. It was their plan. Everybody thinks, oh, Lena got on live and she was missing King. I miss my man. Nah, you knew what was to come. Okay, let's get the child back over here. Let's do this and that. Let's get them back over here so we can make this content so we can make more money. You were willing to spend your last because you knew what y'all were gonna plan to make sure that child works when he's over there to make that money back and plus more. That's how I look at the Lena and King situation and bringing Kaiser to Thailand, and then wanted him, then wanted his mom to bring him. Came up with what was the reason why? Was it because something wrong with his passport? Which was crazy. That's why I say I think that whole thing was planned. And I feel like me caught on to it. Y'all throwing cameras in my child's face, and then now you want me to come get them, and that wasn't even in my plans. They wanted to mess up her plans, mess up her day. They wanted to do everything. They knew. They made this plan. It seems like it was planned out. And I don't know if anybody see it that way, but that's what it seems like to me. They didn't think she would come to the internet about it because she has not been doing that. King knew what he was gonna do. Lena wasn't crying about, oh, I miss my man. No, she was crying like I want. She was anxious. Okay, we finna get this money. We finna make this money. She was anxious to get him there and be like, I brought Kaiser this. Girl, that looked like a whole lot of nothing what you did. Where they live at looks strictly like a hotel with 2 bedrooms. And you're talking to, like, I got his clothes right here. I did this. What do you want? Like Nick said, you want a cookie? What you want me to clap my hands? Because look, this is what you're supposed to do. I would hope you would do that and not leave him out. Matter of fact, his dad could have did that for him. You know, Lena is the type of person, she try to make things look good, but behind the scenes, She is not a good person. It's all she's trying to do things to cover up for what she's really trying to do, which was make him work on your channel, make him work on King's channel, his dad's channel, which is crazy. It's crazy. Y'all tried to work that baby, but look what Neek do. She go on vacation after that. Y'all think y'all can hold a real one down, but you can't. She gave you $200 on your GoFundMe. Then she had to go back and forth. She had to pay for college ticket, which I know she didn't mind doing for her child. But when you tell me I have to come and you can't pay it my way there and back, and can't just pay for Causeway back home, when it's not your choice how I ride, how I get there, because I want to be comfortable and I'm coming on my own. And that's quite scary, going to a whole other country on your own. And you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say she ain't never been there, but I know if she go, it's either her man going with her and her child and his kids, or it's her friends. So she has people there with her. They took, this is how I knew it was a play. They took none of that. They didn't want to see what Neek was trying to say, and they took none of what she was saying in consideration. When people do things like that, they already set a motive. They already had a motive to not care, because they never did. It was a plot. Because when you think about Neek saying, like, soon as King got back to Thailand, he switched up on him. He switched up on him. Like, I was gonna grab my child and just bring him back over here. And you didn't think his mom would come get him? Are you crazy? That situation is crazy, but I think Neek needs to stop sparing King. She needs to stop sparing Lena. And I think Neek really needs to take him to court. And I heard Lena say that she needs to do that. That's what you want him to do. Just like, you're not the best person. You don't have a good heart. You're a very envious person. Very, very envious, Lena. And so is King. You use your son. You allow this woman to use your son. Okay? And, that child's got to grow. That child's got to grow. And I'm so sick of the fake I care from Lena. Fake I care. And I think Miss Cindy and Neek, they truly care about, especially with Cindy, she cared about King, okay? They say they would never ever keep Kaiser away from him, but I'm telling you, if you keep allowing King to do what he's doing, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. And then you're gonna wish you went to court, um and I know you just don't want to see that battle, and your child has to be there or whatever. I know you don't want to see that. But we're thinking about the child here. We're not thinking about what you don't want to see is for the best interest of that child. He can't keep going back and forth, and daddy be here sometimes when mama is there all the time and when grandmama is there all the time. You can't tell Miss Cindy to stay out of it when she's doing your part and these parts sometimes too. Okay? She can do that for Neek. That's her mother. That's her mother. Okay? So, but she don't have to do that for King. Miss Cindy don't have to do anything for King. She can just keep it straight with King and be like, when you come to get Kaiser. Okay. You're not? Okay. Neek, he's not come get him. Okay, mama. Yeah, I got my grandchild. You ain't got to worry about it. But even sometimes that get tiresome. But King don't understand that. This is why King can play all these type of games, because he knows that they'll look out for him. But stop sparing them. You got to stop sparing him, because he don't care. He's in a whole other relationship. Who he's focused on is that relationship, those children for now. Then when he slip up with them, watch and see how she gets treated. Okay, so Neek, just hold on. Miss Cindy, just hold on, because we see through all the bull crap. I know I see through. I seen a play between Lena and King. I don't care what nobody say. I seen a play between Lena and King, and they knew how upset that. But I think Neek kept it cool, like, because then you didn't give her the location. If you turn the location off, of course, Neek is not gonna have your location. That's why she asked you to tell her the location so you can come. She can come there. But y'all plan did not include that. Between you and Lena, yeah, y'all needed money. Y'all needed money. Yeah. Yeah, y'all definitely needed money, and y'all made that play around that child. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate you using the child to make your views come up, because you had to do it in that little sneaky way, like what Lena be doing. She does things in a sneaky way, and so does King. Y'all had to try to run that play in a little sneaky little way. I read all through it. It goes way deeper, and I don't even know if they. I know Neek acknowledged that y'all y'all seen to have the camera on him this way and that way, you know. Um, I'm quite sure she don't mind them making their money, but why you bringing me into it and telling me to come there and get him when it was King's responsibility the whole time. But if y'all knew y'all couldn't do it, why the hell did you even come get him? You could have came to the graduation, spent like a week with him there, and then went back home. But your little wench over there was too busy wanting you to come back so y'all can start y'all plot and making more views and making more money. Hey, y'all got that, but let's see y'all if y'all regular lives can make y'all some money, like when King, well, when Kaiser was there, and when y'all put Neek and everybody in it. Y'all make this, like Neek's boyfriend said, go on for like a month and a half, so y'all can make y'all money. I know a plot when I see one. That was a plot by Lena and King, desperately in desperate need of making money and willing to use a child in the process and his baby mother. Just like CJ So Cool. He's willing to use a child, children. King is willing to use his child in that situation. Lena thinks she's better because she's engaged. And she feels like, well, Neek is a baby mama. So Neek ain't just a baby. She's the mother of his child. And she works. And she works hard to make her money. You're just jealous and envious that you can't do that like that. You don't have the motivation. You gotta come up with a devious ass plan to make money. And they always have to include Kaiser and Neek, because I know who made the plan up. And the person that can't say anything, the person that made the plan up and talked the most was Lena. King, he just don't wanna. He just answering to when he's called. Because he don't want to make it worse, but for some reason, Lena answered to everything, even King's situation, except about the one that when he got beat up, right? Hmm. She answered to everything. You can tell the snake in the situation easily. If you look at her eyes, this girl is very delusional. She would do anything for money. But anyway, I know Nick is gonna handle that. Miss Cindy is gonna handle that. And she's always gonna be there for her grandchild. But um, and Nick is always gonna take care of her child. Get like her, Lena, and King, get like Bacon. Bacon, I don't know how to say his name, Mr. Bacon, Nick's boyfriend, because that's the real man. That's a real man. We're not trying. He's not trying to learn kung fu and karate. I mean, it's nothing wrong with learning that, but you're a big kid. You know, you're a big kid. Like, take it serious. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I look at King and I feel like he could be so much better. But who you got by your side, she's not gonna allow that. You know, you got only one son, and you need to be that for him. You need to be that for him because a lot of people, a lot of you are the guy in his life, and your baby mama ain't even got you on child support. She needs to. She really needs to. Cause you all you do is make views off your child, and to take care of your family. King Kaiser is not the man of that family. He is your only son, and he's a child. So he shouldn't be taking care of your family. Neek damn sure ain't signed up to take care of your family. So y'all keep y'all situations over there. You know, you try to bash her, but all we see is her take care of the child. Miss Cindy taking care of the child too. I would love to have a support system. I don't have that. And I love that for Neek. That's how I know it's jealousy in Lena's heart. It's jealousy in King's heart. And Lena is talking to King and let him know, well, we don't have anybody. Girl, so do your damn thing. Do what you're supposed to do. You chose to take care of those. You chose to have those kids. It's probably because you won't let anybody in. Your heart and heart won't let anybody in. Because King family probably is willing. Okay? So, that's all I got to say about that. I want to thank y'all for listening to me. If you catch the replay, I want to thank you for watching. Watch all the way to the end. I hope you watched all the way to the end. Give me a like. Um, I'll be back soon. Have a good day.